Hi viewers, my name is Sirisha. Welcome to my channel Dream Life Diaries. This is the fourth video in my 30-day weight loss series with intermittent fasting and fitness routine. If you like the video, do not forget to hit the subscribe button and click on the bell icon next to it to receive notifications for the upcoming videos. It was a great workout for the lower body yesterday and I am sure your thighs are still burning. Today I wanted to give a small break to my body from the rigorous workout and just felt like going out for a walk or slow jogging. During this pandemic, I prefer to do it within the premises of our community to be safe. The way you hold your body while walking is important to walk easily and comfortably. Poor walking posture can result in injury, discomfort, or make you tired sooner than you should. If you maintain the right posture, you will be able to breathe easily, avoid back pain, walk faster, and for longer time. So, what do we need to keep in mind with respect to walking posture? Walk tall, stand up straight, do not arch your back. Head up and chin parallel to the ground. Always look forward, keep your eyes focused at least few feet ahead of you. This ensures that your neck is aligned properly, which helps you breathe properly. Swinging your arms backward and forward not only aids walking, but it also increases calorie burn. Tightening core muscles provide essential stability to your spine and should be activated when you are walking. Apart from the calorie burn, we also have a lot of other benefits associated with the outdoor activity. Apart from burning calories, release of dopamine and boosting immunity, which holds good even for indoor activities, you will get a burst of vitamin D because of exposure to sunlight and feel like working out for longer time as you will not be bored. After the workout, I regularly have mixed vegetable juice. So how do I make it? This juice is made with 1 carrot, 1 beetroot, half cucumber, a small piece of bottle gourd, 1 apple, 2 gooseberry and 1 lemon. Peel all the vegetables and apple, cut them into small pieces and add it to a blender. Add little water, half cup water and blend it to a paste. Strain it, add some lemon and honey to it. For the detailed recipe, click on the suggestion card above or check out the link in the description. Today I am having wheat upma for my breakfast. You can actually make upma with wheat rava, millet rava or oats. So how do I make it? Dry roast wheat rava or millet rava or oats for 1 to 2 minutes without oil. Add tadka to the pan and then add chilies, curry leaves. Add onions and roast them for 1 to 2 minutes and then add some salt. Now we can start adding the chopped vegetables. Add carrot, capsicum and green peas. Cook them for 1 to 2 minutes on low flame. Add some water and cook it for 5 to 10 minutes until the vegetables get cooked properly. Once the vegetables are cooked, add 2 cups of water. For 1 cup of oats or wheat rava, we need to add 2 cups of water and let the water come to boil. Start adding oats or wheat rava and keep stirring to make sure there are no lumps formed. Close the lid and cook it for 5 more minutes on low flame. This is one of the fiber-rich breakfast with the goodness of vegetables. Drink lots and lots of water to stay hydrated until the next meal. You can also have a tea or coffee to reduce the hunger pangs. The antioxidants in tea or coffee help suppress the hunger. I prefer to have green tea once a day after the breakfast. And I also like to add some herbs like ginger, cardamom or cinnamon to it to add the flavor and also to get the benefits of the herbs, especially cinnamon. It has been shown to slow gastric emptying and aid in weight loss. So how do I make my green tea? To the boiling water, add 1 tablespoon of green tea powder, add some mashed ginger, mashed cardamom or elaichi, and then some cinnamon. Mix them well and let it boil for 4 to 5 minutes on low flame. Strain it and you can add some lemon juice and honey to it. Enjoy your green tea with all the goodness of the herbs. I had a glass of milk and 1 apple between the first and last meal of the day. And then I had broken wheat with bottle gourd curry and beans fry for my early dinner. I stopped having white rice regularly. I have it once in a while when I go out or I don't have any other option. White rice is loaded with carbs with most of its nutrients and fiber removed. It also gets digested pretty quickly, causing spikes in blood sugar levels. If you like rice, I would recommend you to have brown rice. Whereas broken wheat or dalia is a great source of fiber, high in protein and low in calories. It stabilizes glucose levels as it releases glucose slowly into the bloodstream. Broken wheat is also cooked just like rice and can be eaten with dal, curry or gravy. So how do I cook broken wheat? For 1 cup of broken wheat, add 3 cups of water and soak it for 30 minutes. Keep it on the stove and cook it until water comes to boil. Then reduce the flame and cook it on the low flame. At this point, when there is little water, close the lid and cook it for 3 to 4 minutes on low flame until the water gets drained completely. If you are eating 1 bowl of broken wheat or millet, make sure that you eat 2 bowls of sabzi with it. Try to incorporate more vegetables and leafy greens into your regular diet. I have mentioned all the links to workouts and recipes in the description below. If you liked the video, please give a thumbs up, share it with your family and friends and add your comments to the comment section below. And do not forget to subscribe and click on the bell icon next to it to receive notifications for the upcoming videos. Thank you.